Now we discuss the discrete population model. So if any exponential population growth model follows the following criteria as discussed below, may be considered as a discrete population growth model. So first, the population have discrete breeding seasons, and secondly, they have overlapping generations or non-overlapping generations. So we will learn what is overlapping generation or non-overlapping generations and breeding seasons later after. And now we discuss the discrete breeding season. So any population which is usually bred only at any specific time or any particular time of any year is known as discrete breeding seasons. So in regulative process, their breeding seasons have some delay. So in the life cycle of these species where they lived for some numbers of years, they produce new ones which are few young respectively in each year of time delay. And what is overlapping generation or non-overlapping generation? So in populations where of overlapping generations, each generation lives for two periods like young and old age. That is two period life versions at juvenile and adult. You can assume that at any time period one generation of young coexists with one generation of elderly, that is juvenile becomes adult, and at the beginning of the next period the elderly die off, that is the adult population die out, and the young themselves become elder, that is adult, and a new generation of elderly is born. So there must be are two overlapping generations of people living at any one time, and this is about overlapping generations. So there is two phase, juvenile and adult. So in one phase juvenile become adult and they give birth new and they become from juvenile to adult. In non-overlapping generations, every period a new generation arises and old one dies off. So generation precedes and follows each other, but they do not overlap at any point. And now we know Semmelparler's life history or Iteroparous life history. So Semmelparity and Iteroparity refer to the reproductive strategy of an organism. So a species is considered semmelparous if it reproduces only a single time before it dies. So there are species who give birth or reproduces only once before they die. So they are considered as semmelparous, and Iteroparous if it can reproduce more than once in its lifetime. So some terminology are used in the research work.